Imagine waking up one morning and discovering that the money in your bank is gone. Not reduced, not frozen. Gone. Your job no longer exists. The company you worked for is bankrupt. Your neighbors are packing their belongings into carts. Farmers are burning food because it is cheaper than selling it. Millions of people are suddenly poor not because they failed, but because the entire economic system collapsed. This was not a recession. This was the Great Depression, the most devastating economic disaster in modern history. It did not just destroy banks and stock prices. It destroyed lives, families, and the belief that the system was stable. The 1920s had been an age of prosperity. Cars, radios, and appliances filled American homes. For the first time, ordinary people could buy luxury items on credit. They did not need the money. They only needed confidence that tomorrow would be better. Banks encouraged borrowing. Stores encouraged installment plans. Wall Street encouraged speculation. More buying meant more profits. More profits meant rising stock prices. Soon, millions of Americans were investing in the stock market, not because companies were strong, but because prices kept rising. People believed the market could only go up. They borrowed money to buy stocks. This was called buying on margin. If prices rose, they became rich. If prices fell, they were ruined. By 1929, the stock market was built on debt and fantasy. Company profits were not growing. Wages were flat, but stock prices were soaring anyway. In October of 1929, the illusion broke. Investors began to sell, prices fell. Panic spread. On October 29th, Black Tuesday, the market collapsed. 16 million shares were sold in one day. Fortunes disappeared in hours. The crash exposed a deeper problem. Banks had invested depositors' savings in the market. When stocks collapsed, the banks collapsed too. People rushed to withdraw their money. The banks did not have it. Thousands failed, and when a bank failed, your savings were gone forever. Businesses lost credit. Factories closed. Workers were fired. Consumers stopped spending. This created a downward spiral. Each failure caused another. By 1933, 1 out of every 4 Americans was unemployed. Families stood in breadlines. Shantytowns called Hoovervilles filled the cities. Then the land itself failed. Years of poor farming and drought created the Dust Bowl. Farms were destroyed. Millions were forced to migrate west. The Depression was now both economic and human. In 1932, Franklin Roosevelt was elected. He launched the New Deal. The government created jobs, regulated banks, insured deposits, and gave people hope. The Depression did not truly end until World War II. The war forced massive production. Factories reopened. Millions were hired. The economy finally recovered. The Great Depression proved that modern economies are fragile, that debt and speculation can destroy entire societies, and that when money stops moving, society stops working.